I think for me and for my teammates, we just wanted to go out there and race hard. You know, it was our last race here and our last opportunity to race in front of a home crowd here at the Pan Am Games. So we definitely wanted to make it count. So right from the start, we were racing super aggressively. We were definitely making the race hard and forcing a break.
And when did you decide to go for it today? When was the right time, Jasmin?
Well, both my teammates and I were countering each other's moves, so we've been attacking for probably 20-30 kilometers, just one after the other. And it just so happened that my brake stuck, and I was able to get off the front and build up a good gap with the Cuban rider.
All right. Aren't you tired?
Yeah, I'm definitely exhausted, but this has been an amazing experience and a fantastic way to cap off an absolutely amazing 2 weeks here in Toronto.
The cycling team as a whole, that's medals, I believe, 18 and 19 right now. We still have the men's road race to go, but what does it mean for the entire cycling team, do you think, just in terms of a year from now for Rio?
Well, the bar was definitely set high here pretty much from day one with BMX and mountain biking, and I think, you know, all the athletes rose to that pressure. All the track cyclists won medals out on the track, really proving what having a facility and having that little extra support does for a program. And I think that's the kind of momentum we're going to build on in the next year going into Rio.
Jasmin, how did you get into this sport in the first place?
I started cycling probably 6 years ago now, and it was actually, I'd been sort of running recreationally before and just got injured, so it was a natural transition to a more low-impact sport. And fortunately for me, I was a little bit more talented at cycling than running, so I had some great opportunities, and yeah, made that commitment to go for it and see where it led me.
So did you start cycling around about the time you got your Canadian citizenship then?
No, I actually got my Canadian citizenship right before the last Pan Am Games, so that was my first international competition for Canada. So yeah, it's sort of come full circle since.
Now, was today, I'm going to try this, was today your first international individual gold medal?
I think it was. I was trying to remember the last time I've actually won a bike race, you know, crossed the line first, and I can't tell you when that was, so I think this is, you know, the first race I've won in a really long time, and I couldn't think of a better place to do it than right here in Toronto in front of a home crowd.
Well, Christy, I believe it was Christy, or it might have been Allison, talked about your big engine. So where do you get your big engine?
Well, I think kind of endurance events definitely suit me a little bit more, so being out in a break definitely suited me. I think, you know, coming down to the line, it was really about who had a little bit more in the tank at the end, and that's definitely where my strength as an endurance rider kicked in.
So, obviously you're strong both in road and in track. Is there a decision going to be made at some point heading into Rio, what you may specialize in?
Well, I think the priority is and has been for a little while now the women's team pursuit. You know, we've consistently finished on every World Cup and World Championship podium since London. So that's definitely our priority going into Rio, and I think we have, you know, a really good opportunity as a team to build on what we've done here with our gold medal and take that momentum going into Rio.
And what sort of a launching pad has the Pan Am Games been for you in terms of your cycling career? What do you think is possible now that maybe wasn't before?
Well, I think the biggest thing to take from this is really being able to showcase what we do in front of our home crowd, and having that Canadian fan base behind us now, and, you know, giving them a chance to connect to us as athletes and to the sport, and especially with how many people came out to watch the track racing in Milton. I think that's really opened up that sport to the community, and you know, hopefully as we go into Rio, we'll have a little bit more support and a little bit more backing behind our sport.
Jasmin, talk a little bit about what it's like racing at home, you know, in front of the hometown crowd and winning here. It's got to be a special feeling for you.
It's absolutely amazing. I'm so ecstatic to have been able to pull it off today, and not just myself, of course, but my teammates, both racing strong, and Allison finishing it off with a bronze medal. But just racing the entire circuit, there was just crowds the whole way cheering for Canada, and even cheering for us individually. So obviously our names have gotten out a little bit, and
absolutely.
People have been following the sport and following the success of cycling over the last week and a half. So that's been something I've never experienced before, and I think it was a huge help today for me to push me on a little bit when I was out there.
You know, I was talking to John Tolkamp, the president of Cycling Canada, and he said that one of the medals that was awarded, all the athletes came out and watched and cheered, their teammates. And I'm wondering, behind the scenes, when you guys get together, there must be a real kind of bonding happening and excitement in the team behind the scenes that we don't see.
Definitely. I mean, not just with the road athletes, but also with the track athletes. We've known each other for a very long time, and we've been part of each other's progression up through the ranks. And so I'm so proud of all my teammates on the road and on the track for their performances and their medals that they've won. So it's been absolutely amazing to be a part of their success and also to kind of feed off of that a little bit.
Well, it's absolutely great to see you guys on the track winning and on the road winning. So congratulations to you and the team. All the best going forward.
Thanks.